halted any upstream development?
Have we what?
Have you ever halted any upstream development?
I'm not sure what you mean by development.
Any upstream building, any upstream contractor bids, anything like that, in order to ensure water quality or anything like that? Have you ever?
Not as long as it's not in our easement.
As long as it's not in your easement.
If we have an easement, we might.
In the case where there have been easements, have you stepped in and halted any kind of developments, any construction or anything?
I think so, have we, Bob?
Yes, sir. We have. What we've done is advise people that the easement exists. We tell them the conditions under which we think they could do what they wanted to do. But basically, we ask for their plans are and they explain the easement terms to them.
With the recommendation of our engineers from
Yes.
NRCS.
Yeah.
So with regards to the 130 Environmental Park landfill that's near Site 21 Dam, I know PCCD had some concerns about water contamination and geology. There was debris and pollutants, those kinds of concerns. And in your closing statement, you said you didn't see any answers to those concerns in the materials provided by Green Group. So I'm curious why PCCD chose a neutral position if they didn't have answers to those concerns.
I don't know, I didn't say anything about that. You say something about concerns, Bob?
It was in the closing statement that we drafted in the closing argument. And basically, I can give you a simple explanation in the easement. And the simple explanation is that PCCD has independent authority outside TCEQ to monitor and address those issues if they become concerned.
So if they become concerns, then you can step in, but you didn't choose to do so beforehand?
Let's put it this way. The district chose to intervene in the hearing to get some questions answered. When the questions weren't answered at the hearing, the question became why they weren't answered. And the general response was that because TCEQ rules did not require them to be answered for this particular application. So then the next question was, okay, because of the easement that PCCD has, what can it do if a problem develops? And we don't know that a problem is going to develop because we don't know how it's going to be constructed or operated. So you saw in the closing statement the recommendations for some things that we would have liked to have seen. And again, the administrative law judges turned those down in their recommendation. And that's the thing that the commission adopted. That does not mean that PCCD is foreclosed from monitoring if the problem develops, addressing it.
Could it have, being that the 130 Environmental Park site is in the PCCD easement, could it have stepped in and prevented the permit from being granted?
Probably not, because under TCEQ rules, the question is the development incompatible with existing uses downstream or in the vicinity of the site? And when TCEQ looked at that, they took the position that it wasn't. We don't get a chance to explore that. We can only say that our site exists and ask questions about what might happen. And there were a bunch of things that we talked about with the EP 130 people. And the best way to find this out is to get a transcript of the hearing. We didn't order one, but if you found a transcript of the hearing, you can see the questions that were asked and the responses.
Okay. That's everything that I have for you guys. I appreciate you all having us here and letting us ask a couple of questions.
You bet. Come back and visit.
Got a motion to adjourn.
Okay, got a second?